Hello everyone and welcome back to the next part of the incubation playthrough. The level I'm on now is the nest and it's right under the city. It's actually, you have to get right low down to even see it, it's so far down. And I'm just going to jump right in because there's a lot of ground to cover as usual with incubation. Usually I would start with my mine thrower at the back, but as you can see I'm putting soldier 6 at the back. And the reason for that is there's this little bug right here, and if I was to use my mine at the back, then there's a percentage that the mine won't hit him, and no one else can shoot this guy apart from the person right at the back. So hopefully Soldier 6 can take him out and he can get some experience points. Let me just show you what will happen, just to remind you guys what happens if I don't kill these bugs. They get close enough and just will kill you in one hit. They're kind of like, I would see these as like a zombie type enemy where they don't fire a projectile, but they if they get close enough, one bite and you're dead. So I just see that as a zombie class. So I'm going to recall position so I'm alive again, and let's see if Soldier 6 can take this bug out. Yep. And that actually gives Soldier 6 4 experience points, and that's exactly what I want because his gun's not very good. And I've got some plans for him, and I want to talk a bit more about that at the end. I need to name him, and I'm going to do that at the end of the level, hopefully. So let's see, the other thing about this level is there's this huge alien guy. He basically just sits there throughout the whole level and just bugs us. Let's see, he's got 2 arms either side, and what they do is fire out a green projectile, much like the Kaiku did in the previous levels, if you remember those guys. So they fire at your last position, which means that we have to keep on the move in this level. So there's a lot going on in this level. These little bugs keep on top of us. They're kind of pushing back at us, like they're spawning in front of us, and this goo that I'm about. Oh wow, that sucks. He just took out Soldier 6 outright. I wonder if I can recall that. Yes, I can. Okay. So, luckily I saved there. Let me just completely redo that whole start, because what I should have done, like I explained, this fires at your last position, so if you don't move your soldier, that could happen potentially. So what I should have done is moved everyone, killed this. Okay, hopefully you can kill him. Yes. Got my 4 points and move him. The only problem is if I move him there, one of my soldiers, Hot Lesbian Assassin, was standing there. So potentially he could still shoot there, but I'm going to take the risk because I want to move forward. Oh my god, and he did it too, he hit him. So what happened there was this arm shot at Hot Lesbian Assassin, but because he was standing there before, he took the brunt of the shot. So that sucked. We're already off to a bad start, so let's see if we can pull it back. So Zozax has a lot of ammo, so I'm just going to use him to take out most of the enemies. And while he's doing that, that'll just give everyone else a chance to move around. I need to keep trying to remember where my guys are so that I don't do that thing where I step where someone else was before. No one is standing there, so what I'll do is I'll move there. No one stood there, I don't think. No one stood there. Okay. So yeah, he's shooting at Soldier 6 again. Alright, so this green stuff here reduces your firepower, and that is the other factor in what makes this level hard. I think it depends on your battle fitness. How effective this goo is. So for example in Soldier 6 he will go into panic mode in this goo, but my better ranked up characters shouldn't really go into panic. They will eventually. If you stay in this stuff long enough, you'll find that they'll go into panic, but not right away. I'm going to put Brat on defense here, and I'm going to move. I don't think anyone was standing there, so I'm seriously at risk of losing Soldier 6. I'm going to remain position here just in case, because I don't want to lose him. Like, I've only just got him. There is a percentage that I can take off this alien's arm, with the mine thrower only. The other weapons don't do anything, so I'm going to try and take that risk. I've remained positioned anyway, but I'm going to try and see what happens. 10 damage, that's pretty good. I don't think it regenerates or anything, so... Oh no, Brat's actually shooting at the arm there, which is really a waste of ammo, so... Okay, we're already losing battle fitness. This level's kind of tricky. There's only one guy. My tactic has been, at the minute, I found it's quite good, is to put Zozax here in this crate. And it stops enemies from spawning in there, which is quite good. It's risky in that these arms can shoot at him because he's just standing there. But let's see if I can take an arm off. I don't know if I'll be able to. Oh, nice. 5 experience points as well, which is even better. So now I just have to remember where everyone was standing. I'm going to remind position again. I think I'll probably use that more and more, that button, because as you can see how useful that was at the start. So I'm getting these guys on this crate, which means they're out of the goo, which is good. I've only got one person in it. And essentially what, I haven't even outlined, but what we have to do is just get one character up here. But you can see all these lines, so there's tons of bugs behind there. And we have to make our way out of this goo, and you're more than likely going to get panicked or, you know, low battle fitness and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, your fighting power, I mean, gets reduced. So I don't think anyone was standing here. Let's see. Nice. So the arm missed me that time. Yeah, fighting power reduced, fighting power reduced. So you can see, like, the longer you spend in this stuff, the worse it's going to be for you, but it's the risk you have to take. No one else has spawned in usually, and I think this tactic works with putting Zozax up here. Like, a good defense is a good offense here. Like, if you push towards them, they don't spawn in. I'm going to heal Soldier 6 a little bit, just, I don't know, just in case. And I'll move Zozax because I don't want him to hit. I'm in a bad position here because Brat can't actually jump on this platform, because if he does, this might shoot him. In fact, I'll take the risk because even if he hits him, it shouldn't kill him. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try and take this arm out actually. Damn, yeah, it's actually quite unlikely for... you know, this is bad because Soldier 6 is probably going to be in panic now because of... Yeah, he's in light panic. There's not much I can do. This is a nice little part for Zozax to hold because he can cover this area a little bit, I think, from this position. So let's see. Fingers crossed. I'm going to remind position. Fingers crossed this does something. Nothing. Damn it. Can Brat get onto this? Hopefully... Okay. Oh no. It looked as if it done damage there, but I don't think his weapon will do any damage to that. We're losing lots of firepower. I mean, it's unavoidable. There's no way, unless you give all your guys stimulants and stuff, but even then I think there's... Oh wow, these guys are starting to come out now. There's no way really to avoid getting stuck in this goo, and Soldier 6 is actually in panic, full panic now, so... even if I rest him, which gets him out of panic, he'll go into panic again because he's in this goo. Ideally, I need to get onto a platform and then I need to rest. Again, no one's spawning in here, which is good. Zozax is full health. Fingers crossed. Hot Lesbian Assassin's Mine actually does something. Ah, another miss. Oh dear. It's risky strategy actually shooting this because there's a chance that he'll just either hit Zozax or hit Hot Lesbian Assassin because they're just standing still right now. I don't know how far these guys can get down here, so I'm going to try and push forward a little bit and shoot a little bit. Okay, There's nothing much for Zozak. In fact, no one's really spawned over here, so I'm going to move Zozak for now. Fighting power juice. Like, Soldier 6 is pretty much useless at this point because his firepower is reduced so much and his weapon's terrible. This is just not the map for him, I'm afraid. Okay, if I can take this arm off, it's going to help us a lot. Oh, 2 damage. That's done nothing effectively. Okay, Zozak is now in a good position to help out. Move Bright around, so at least they can all shoot at them. I want to at least move forward 1 step and shoot, because if I stand still, I may get hit. Oh damn, I hope he's not close enough to do any damage, because those bugs can move really far. Oh my goodness, that's 1 move away from a double kill for that bug, I think. Yeah. And we're becoming less and less effective as well as the more of this stuff gets, more of this green stuff we stand in. So come on, hopefully this mine actually does something. 9 damage, that's pretty good. I'm hoping my next shot does finishes that off. So you can see there, if that bug had moved there and done its like little green gas attack, he would have taken out both of my characters. Let's see. Try something a little risky, move him forward out of the green goo. Cornelius has a really good shot. Nice. Okay, moving everyone forward. In fact, I'm going to move Zozak forward as well. Why not, pretty much. There shouldn't be too many of these bugs left. And again, I mean, I'm using my mine thrower to try and take out the arms of this guy, but you can see that I could have completed it without doing this, but let's see if I can do it anyway. Nice, 5 experience, and that's him completely ineffective. He just pretty much stays there for the rest of the level and just can't shoot at me anymore, so that's taking a bit of pressure off. Anyway, so again, I'll probably just move 1 step forward for everyone and just... Yeah, brilliant. I can now just move forward and go on defense. They shouldn't be able to get me from there. So yeah, just the last few bugs. I mean, this is the level pretty well done. The biggest threat from getting killed is the green mist things that fire across the map at you, but it's actually really easy to get caught out. As you can see, my guys are on defense here, just taking out all these bugs. It's really easy to get caught out by that because you can easily step into the shoes of someone else. Like if I was to move forward 1 space and shoot, and then move this guy forward 1 space, you know, you can see how you can fall for that. But that doesn't matter anyway because you can't shoot at me anymore. I used to think you had to get Brat to stand on this here red A box, but it turns out you don't. Anyone can stand on it as long as someone stands on it. I'm going to rest Soldier 6 here because he's in panic. It doesn't matter anyway, but he's in panic, and if I rest him, he'll not be in panic and he can move much more. See how he's got like a really good range now. Soldier 6 gets like an extra space and he comes out of panic. I'm going to use my mine here to hopefully take out some of these guys and relieve. Yeah, nice. Got 3 of them. You can see that Halt Desmond Assassin doesn't even get experience points anymore from killing those guys. And that's part of why I wanted to actually kill the big bug's arms, because it got him like 5 experience point per arm. So they might come in handy if I'm changing weapons. These bugs have pretty much no chance because all my guys are on defense, but I'm amazed how many are actually spawned in there. There's still another green line there, and I can see one more. I wonder if that's like somewhat of an infinite spawn until yeah, I can wow, they're still coming until you get so far. Like I said before, with the good defense being a good offense, I think the closer you get to them, they stop spawning in. And that's definitely the case with Zozak's being standing like on this thing here, because usually the bugs spawn in under this bug's arms, and it makes things so annoying because they're starting to spawn behind you and stuff. And oh yeah, my mine thrower might be able to take, hopefully. Oh, he doesn't have the range. That's a shame. And I think Cornelius's weapon might be running hot. Okay, who's closest? I don't think there's any worry of them actually coming around that corner and getting close enough to kill me or anything, so let's push him, Altism Assassin, forward. Okay, I'm assuming that's the last bug, because I don't see any more green lines or anything. I'm going to remain positioned just in case. And I think within the next move I should be ready to, I should be able to reach the little red eye there. No, one step away from it. I wonder if he's in panic. Yeah, he's not in panic. You can see that my higher ranked up players, I don't know if it's to do with the armor count or to do with your battle fitness. There's like a battle fitness module, which the higher ranked soldiers have, lower ranked ones don't, and that's why they go into panic much easier. So that's the level complete. I've earned a very fast spinning animation for the commendation. That shouldn't spin as fast as that. So I'll continue. Now I have a cutscene for you guys, and I have an assembly camp, so I can go in there and stock up, but I can also rename. I'm going to decide probably after this video what to actually to rank up, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to name my soldier. I've actually been planning on naming this soldier after a buddy of mine called Dares for a really long time, but I just haven't had, this is the first time I've had to recruit a new unit for like since way back, since I started playing this. And yeah, Dares pretty much encouraged me to keep playing this game, even though it wasn't that popular back then, and I may not have even continued it if it wasn't for his interest. So definitely I think he deserves getting his name in the squad as a thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and rename Soldier 6 to Dares. There we go. I don't know if he wants to change that or anything. Like he's got a Twitch channel. I know this is the worst possible place to do a shout out because not very many people watch this, so it's kind of redundant to do a shout out on this, but his Twitch channel is Drunk Dares, and I'll put like a link in the description to where you can find that. So I don't know, maybe Dares, if you're watching this, you want to rename this to Drunk Dares. So we'll see. I can always rename that anytime. And also I'm going to buy, you've only got one skill point, and I can only really buy the advanced combat. There's some items we can buy, but we leave that to later because the light combat gun's so rubbish. I'll get you an advanced combat gun for now, and I'll let you have a look there, and you can choose what weapon. Once we get some skill points and stuff, you can choose what you want to actually equip, and I will decide what to for the rest of my squad, what else I want. So I will leave it there for now. There is a cutscene to watch, but I'm going to put that in a separate video because that's how I did it in the other videos, and I will leave you with the narration for the next level. If you want to see that cutscene, I will put it in there's like a playlist I've set up, so I'll put the cutscene in the playlist, and that way it can be its own standalone video. So here we go, listen to the, oh sorry, I went into it too earlier. Here's the narration for the next level.
We picked up an emergency call from a wounded Marine. We're not supposed to stop for anything, but I don't give a shit.